Okay, we're going to try something different today.
I want to play a game.
And predict some things in the upcoming Han Solo film. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to give 8 questions. Mostly just yes or no, a couple of over-unders, and the first question is going to ask for a certain number. Just things like that. Real easy. And if you want to play, put your answers in the comments in the same way I've done with my comment, and I'm also going to put in the description my answers. And then, after the movie comes out, after opening weekend, the person who gets the most right wins! I'm going to give away a $50 gift card from Disney that you can spend on Star Wars stuff, or hey, if you want to buy a big, ugly Mickey Mouse sweater, you can do that too. Just keep in mind, the last day for entries is going to be April 30th, so this contest runs through February, March, and April. And on May 1st, all submissions are final. It's getting too close to the movie at that point. You know, some people get to see it early and things like that, and leaks and whatever, so I just thought May 1st, all entries final. And by the way, all those officially connected to the film are not allowed to play, and that means you, Ron Howard. I'm also going to have one fill-in-the-blank tiebreaker as a 9th question, just in case it ties. So let's get started! Question 1. Besides Chewie, Han, and Lando, how many characters from previous theatrical Star Wars films make an appearance? How many are we going to see? We're going to see baby Luke, a young handsome Greedo, more R2-C3PO shoutouts. I certainly hope not, but at this point we have to be prepared for it. So just give the number, maybe 5, maybe 3, heck, maybe 0. That'd be a pleasant surprise. By the way, they don't have to have any lines. It could just be a cameo. Any appearance that is unquestionably a character that we've seen in episodes 1 through 8 or Rogue One counts. Question number 2. Will an activated lightsaber appear? Not just a handle. Will the actual lightsaber, lit up, on, appear? Which is something we've seen in every Star Wars film, including Rogue One. Pretty simple. A Jedi or a Force reference or a lightsaber mentioned, those don't count. We have to actually see the lightsaber. Will we see it? On, activated, ready to rock. Next question. Question 3. Will the Greedo Han Episode 4 scene be directly referenced? Pretty much talking about how George Lucas changed it, you know, and who shot first bullcrap. So, something, you know, like, hey kid, I always shoot first. You know, will there be an obvious reference to the Greedo Han who shoots first scene from Episode 4? Just Greedo showing up is not enough. There has to be some stupid obvious shout out to that scene, kind of like we've seen before. I will be the final arbitrator. If there's something that people claim is a reference and others disagree, it has to be pretty obvious, so I'll decide, you know, if that is definitely a reference to that or not. Question number 4. On Monday morning after the film is released, May 28th at the moment, unless the release date changes, is the Rotten Tomatoes Tomatometer, controlled by the professional movie critics, over or under 75.5%? So 75.5%, in other words. Is it going to be over or under that? 75 would be under, 76 would be over. I'll be checking it out at 8 a.m. Pacific time Monday morning after the film comes out. Same goes for this next question. Question number 5. On Monday morning after the film is released, is the Rotten Tomatoes audience score over or under 75.5%? Over or under? Let's get to question 6. Question number 6. Will anyone say, I have a bad feeling about this in the film? And you saying it while walking into the theater doesn't count, because we're all going to be doing that. By the way, if someone starts to say it and gets cut off like in Rogue One,
I've got a bad feeling about it.
Quiet.
What?
It still counts. As long as it's absolutely obvious what was going to be said, the reference is clear. Same goes for if it's in another language and it's shown in the subtitles, still counts. Question number 7. Will we see the Kessel Run? Not just a mention of it, it actually has to happen on screen. We witness the Kessel Run. Even if it's part of a big battle or a chase and they're able to fit it into the film without it being totally stupid, yes or no, does it happen in the film? And by the way, Han doesn't have to be the one to pilot it, because he only said,
it's a ship that made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs.
do we see the Mos Eisley Cantina? Simple enough, a common resting place for travelers and smugglers and truck drivers. Will we see it? Han doesn't have to be in it, although I would imagine he would be. I just want to know, will we get a shot of the Mos Eisley Cantina on Tatooine? Oh, and by the way, going back to number 1, if we see familiar characters in there that we saw in previous films, those count. They've all been named, and it won't be hard to find out how many appeared in both films. There's Star Wars nerds around the world prepared to do this research for us. So keep in mind, when answering number 1, that there could be 3 or 4 or 5 characters from A New Hope, just in the cantina scene alone, that might make an appearance. Okay, so that's 8 questions, and a final 9th question. What will the opening weekend box office gross be? For some context, Rogue One made about $155 million. The Force Awakens made just under $248 million. The Last Jedi made about $220 million. So you don't have to write down the exact figure like 220,643,506, but you can if you want to. But just an estimate like the figures I just mentioned would be fine. So there you have it. If you want to play, put your answers in the comments, and keep in mind, I'm a small channel, so there may not be many responses here. There may only be a handful of responses, which means you got a really good chance to win, a legitimate shot if you put your answers. And I can't cheat. I have to give this prize out because the comments are here for everyone to see. I can't just pretend someone won and not give it to anyone. I think that some channels may do that when they give away stuff for likes and subscriptions. No. You don't have to like or subscribe. I would love you if you do, but you don't have to. All you have to do is put your guesses in. Do it. It's fun. Maybe you'll get 8 out of 8. Maybe you'll get 6 out of 8. Maybe you'll win. And maybe you'll tie and you'll get the money right on the dot. So it's $50 you can spend on Star Wars stuff. I mean, come on. I'll be collecting all the comments and answers on May 1st, and I have them ready to review after opening weekend. And during that week, I'm going to announce the winner of the $50 Disney gift card. By the way, you can edit your answers as long as it's before the final date. At that date, whatever's on the screen, I'm taking it all down, and I'm not taking it down off the site, but I'm going to be notating everything on there so that I have an official record of all of the guesses and we'll be able to look that up. So put your answers in the comments below like I have. Good luck. Thanks so much for playing, and may the ugly ass Disney sweater be with you.